no places where we can fall through, is there?
Yes, there probably are. Be careful, no, seriously.
Yeah, no, it's a genuine question. I don't want to be falling through to the cell, to the dungeon.
No, and the ceiling might fall in on.
We're going to view a hotel today. This hotel is for the Real Life Health Spa Resorts. We need to go check out the land. There's 7 acres of land there. There's also, so there's 35 rooms in this hotel. We've got permission to do extension already. There's planning already for another 15, so that'd be 50 rooms. So we've got to go there and see if that's actually big enough to create the rest of the spa, because we've got to have like spas in there. So I want massive hydrotherapy. There's going to be rooms like training rooms, event rooms, yoga rooms, dance studios for HIIT sessions, all of this stuff. There's also going to be restaurants, which this one in particular has already got a deal with a restaurant, so we actually can choose when we take this on whether to have that restaurant come and fulfill that there, and we take, you know, obviously they pay us to be there, or we do it ourselves. So we'll figure that out. But I want to see if the whole thing is big enough, because we want to have some tennis courts there and some other sports kind of health centre stuff as well. We need enough room for the business centre and the WEC centre as well. So the WEC centre is the wellbeing and the education centre for the children. We need to make sure that it's big enough to house all of that. So that's what we're going to go down and have a look.
Left of this one, and you see the entrance there, exactly where you are. It really has got all the potential there. Well, you've got the river Lambourne that comes down here, but it's a fabulous place. And I can't emphasise, I bought this house back in 2000, and I thought, great place.
Yeah.
And I used to play golf with the guy who owned it at the time, so it was
brilliant.
Brilliant, you know. But having said that, guys, best of luck anyway.
Yeah, lovely.
It's quite close to the road. It makes it accessible actually. So
yeah, but you've got to think of it. You got your foot traffic.
You want the countryside.
Yeah, you got the foot traffic coming through, having a meal, having a drink. You know, Monday to Sunday, and then you've got the people coming to relax, chill out, and enjoy themselves.
Welcome to the new Real Life Hotel Spa Resort. We're going to change that name up there. Let's go.
What do you think, Steve?
It's the flagship. It's the flagship hotel.
You know what you want to watch this? There's a fire in room 6.
Different types of stuff what we can and can't do for grade 2. It's just grade 2, not grade 2. We'll have to reinstate that.
Yes, I think that's.
Can we take that?
No. You can't stop you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's no places where we can fall through, is there?
Yes, there probably are. Be careful, no, seriously.
Yeah, no, it's a genuine question. I don't want to be falling through to the cell, to the dungeon.
No, and the ceiling might fall in on.
And because it's not just the rooms, it's literally everything in here. Steve, the whole thing needs doing.
Yeah, I told you.
We literally have a shell.
Mark. Hello, Mark.
Oh, there you are. So what do you think?
It's not as big as I'm expecting. It's a big old job. So, what we've got to work out is how much is it going to cost to do what we want to do. And once we get it to that, is it going to produce the revenue? Steve, you know what we're going to have to look at is if we can build the middle, this bit. Yeah, because there's a lot of wasted space.
What do you think, Steve?
Excited. Just got to persuade Mark now to get it. You look at the criteria. We've met people that said it was an amazing place.
Fabulous place.
We've said it's people moved here because it was such a great place to come for a beer and food.
I bought this house back in 2000, and I thought, great place.
Yeah.
And I used to play golf with the guy who owned it at the time.
The grounds are absolutely lovely. It's planning for extras and planning for 5,500 square foot of a restaurant that want to come here, a flagship bar restaurant in this area with multiple bars and restaurants want to be here on this spot. There's a lot going for it, but also it's about £2.5 to £3 million worth of work.
So this place is very seductive and very tempting for us to take on. What a beast of a project this is going to be. And I've actually found like the main objective here is going to be how do we get through planning, or how do we work with the council, which they say they're willing to work with the developer, because we're going to need to build a whole new section which would be the spa, and I'm not sure if we have to get, or if we could get extra rooms here actually. The planning that's here for the 15 extra rooms, that's already lapsed anyway. Maybe, so that's probably the restaurant is done. So I think this is an incredible project. I've seen places for car parks, I've seen places to build the new spa, hydrotherapy, some of the rooms, you know, treatment rooms, training rooms. It would just depend on the planning. So council, if you're watching this, be lenient with us. We want to restore this place and bring it back to the best hotel in this area, which is what the locals said.
My opinions stay the same. I think it'd be a great flagship for the real life, for the start.
There are crashes on the M42 near Birmingham.
But that's the only problem. There's a 51-minute delay. So no, I think if this was the one that we take on, you know, it'll be, you know, a good couple of year project to get it to where it needs to be. I think it'll be a good flagship for what we're trying to do from the ground up, reinstalling a grade 2 listed building, but as well the potential, you know, there's people have said they've moved here because it was so good. The racetrack's nearby, so there's going to be events on all the time, and the scope to build the spas, the gyms, the pools is immense. So plus we can also put in paths and reinstate the old bridges to create nature walks and stuff like that. So I think we've loads of potential.
Just viewing that place just shows what opportunity there is out there, but then like fear sets in of like, oh, is it too big, is it like many things gonna go wrong, will there be the hurdles? I mean, of course there's gonna be but truth is, can we turn this place around? I'd better figure out how we can do it. Now, you know, one of the funniest things is when we're teaching people about HMOs or like smaller projects, we always talk about the step of analysing the deal, and the analysing the deal, what it allows us to do is in some cases spend more money to create more value. Yeah, rather than like, how can I keep everything low? And this is definitely going to be one of those cases where we must spend more money. Yeah, we're going to have to spend more money. We could be looking at like a 3 million renovation cost here, and that's just without even knowing. It could even be more. So we're going to have to put everything and pull everything together, and this seems like it is going to be an awesome project. So let's see how we can make it work.